Welcome to this episode of the Smart Leaders Sell podcast. I am Jessica Lorimer, sales coach and leadership expert, and I am so excited because if you somehow have been living under a rock for the last, 2-3 weeks, you will have missed the fact that this week is an entire week of me bringing to you the Sales in for Summer challenge. And yes, I am singing it to that tune. Sales in for summer. Okay, if you've never heard me do karaoke before, that is about as good as it gets. But seriously, big welcome to the challenge / podcast series this week. I am very, very excited. It is the opportunity that you have to work with me for free this quarter to help exponentially skyrocket your sales and have an absolute blast, despite the fact that the dreaded summer holidays are coming. So for those of you who are parents, this week marks, I think in the UK, the first week of the summer holidays. You guys are officially superheroes. I am very excited / little bit nervous for your sanity by the end of the next 6 weeks. But hopefully this challenge is going to help you kick it off in the right way and help you see that actually you can take as much time out from your business in the summer as you want without actually losing any money in your business. And actually, you can increase your revenue. How? How can I do this, Jess, you may ask? Well, that's what I'm going to be sharing with you this week. So this week is a super special week of the podcast for a couple of reasons. One is that I'm here all week. Woo! That is the joy train coming into the station. So I'm very, very excited to be here all week on the podcast. I've got Scott and Jesse have been beavering away behind the scenes to get all of these episodes ready for you guys, which is obviously super exciting and I think super challenging because I am going away this summer. So today, the 23rd of July, 2018, marks my first day of the summer holiday. So very, very exciting time for me as well. So I just want to let you know, if you guys haven't participated in a challenge with me before, why exactly you should be taking the time out to catch every single episode this week, what they're going to do for you, what you're going to get out of it by the end, and all the cool stuff that happens when you participate in a Smart Leader Sell / Jessica Lorimer challenge, baby. So let's go through what the challenge actually is. So basically, the challenge this week is to help you understand how you can maximize your revenue in your business over what people normally assume is the deadest time of the year. So if you have woken up this morning and you're thinking, yeah, Jess, this is great, but actually I have 3 children, 1 dog, 2 cats, and all of their friends around my house this summer, plus a holiday, plus visiting with the in-laws, plus doing every single thing that a parent or just a normal human being who likes the sunshine needs to do over the summer, then do not worry. Do not fear. This challenge is not here to add more work to your plate, okay? I want to be really, really clear about that. This challenge is here to help you streamline and help you strategize so that you really can genuinely have the best sales summer that you have ever had. So how's it going to work? Well, each day there is going to be a super quick podcast episode where you get to listen to my dulcet tones. Woo woo. I am recording this after I've been to 2 events back to back as a speaker. So as you can probably tell, my voice is a little bit failing at the moment, actually. I was going to say a little bit weary, but let's just face it, it's totally failing at the moment. So hopefully over the week that will improve by the time I've recorded all of the episodes. Maybe I'll have had some lemon and honey. Knowing me, doubtful, but I might not sound like a complete geriatric in all of them. So the challenge is going to work. Every single day you are going to get to check in on the podcast, which is going to be awesome. And every single day the activity that I want you to do is going to be right at the beginning of every podcast episode. Other than today's, because obviously I have to explain the rules and all that kind of boring bit. But every other day, the activity that I want you to do is going to be right at the beginning of the podcast episode. So every day I'll ask you a question or I'll ask you to go away and take an action. And that's really, really going to help you go ahead and make more money this summer. The second part of this is that if you want to participate in the competition element, because hey, healthy competition is amazeballs, And as part of my challenges, I always like to give out prizes, of which some are pretty exceptional. You can go ahead, you can rock over to the free Facebook group. So that's the Smart Leader Sales Society over on Facebook. The link is in the show notes. So please, if you have not joined and you want to participate because points equals prizes and you want to get very on board and get my one-to-one attention and support in the Facebook group, helping support you this week, please make sure you head over there. So what's going to happen with that is that you can go ahead, you can join the Facebook group, and we give points for every single activity that you participate in. So if you do today's activity, which is coming shortly, you will go into the group, you will say, this is what I did for today's activity, and you will record it using a hashtag. The hashtag for the week is Sales in for Summer. If you aren't singing it in your head every single time you write it, then I'm sorry, but you are not as jolly as I'm feeling right now. That may be down to the coffee that I've drunk this morning. Who knows? But still, should be putting a little spring in your step every time you pop that hashtag in there. So that hashtag again is Sales in for Summer. If you're lazy like me, you can just write the 4 as the number, as opposed to trying to write 4 out every single time. I know it's only 3 letters, but still, let's make this simple. And so every single day, all you've got to do is take the action, go over to the Facebook group and let me know that you've taken the action using the hashtag. So you might write a post that says, hey Jess, today I went out and sent out 3 sales emails. That's not going to be an activity, by the way. Just before someone does it, it's like, I did day 5 already. But I went out and I sent out 3 sales emails and you use the hashtag Sales in for Summer. You might also want some support and help through this process because let's face it, it is again one of the times during the year that I want to support you for free in my community. So if you have questions and you're like, actually, I want to send out this email, but I'm lacking a little bit of confidence, I don't know what to write, I'm not entirely sure what it is, who it's for, then you get to put that in the group too, and you get to have my brains, my eyes on the obstacles that you are facing. So it's a really awesome way to work. And all I would ask, because A, it's free, and B, it's going to be absolutely phenomenal for your business, is that you support other people. So, if you're showing up for the challenge and you are in the Facebook group, other people will show up, they will support you. Please do the same. Give back what you get from it. And also, if you do think it's going to be relevant for any of your network, any of your peers, any of your friends, please share the challenge with them. The landing page or the sign up page is in the show notes, so you can actually head over there and they can sign up on that page to make sure they're getting the daily emails, the links to everything, and of course, a heads up on points, prizes, leader tables, all that good stuff. So that's how the challenge is going to work. By the end of the 5 days, you're going to come back to me. You're going to be like, Jess, this was friggin' awesome. I want to participate in a challenge with you every single day of the week. And I'm going to be like, well, obviously. And also, I will possibly be shattered. Okay, so I will be on holiday during this challenge. However, it will be my first week on holiday, which means this is the week that we stay at home. Sam does DIY. It's all very lovely. And I basically sit there scrolling through my newsfeed, supporting all of you guys. After that point in August, I will be off on holiday somewhere sunny. That's what I'm hoping anyway. Be off somewhere sunny for a little while. And I'll be doing some hermiting. But don't you guys worry, the podcast will still be around. There'll still be lots of support from my team and everything like that to make sure you have the best summer ever. So let's get into day 1. Like I was saying earlier, day 1, activity is always going to be the first thing that I announce on the podcast. That's just because you guys have a lot on your plate. You have minimal time during the summer holidays. So actually, it's much more helpful if you can just get the activity at the beginning. If you understand it, if you're like, yes, I have a fully comprehensive understanding of exactly what Jess wants me to do, and I'm happy to go ahead and do it, just listen to the activity and then on your merry way to go and do the thing. And remember to record it in the Facebook group for prizes. If you are thinking, actually, need a little bit of clarification, there's always going to be an explanation and some examples after the activity so you can really get to grips with what it is that I'm actually asking you to do and what you're going to gain from it. All right, so that's my drum roll impression. Day 1, let's kick this off. So Day one is all about time. It's very, very prevalent in the online space and, has always been prevalent in the corporate space that I worked in prior to this. That summer is dead. Everyone's on holiday. Everyone's busy. Everyone's got the kids home, all this kind of stuff. And so what that actually means is that people underestimate usually how much time they actually have and how much work they're going to be able to get done. So the day one activity is super, super simple. I want you to look honestly and transparently at your time, okay? And I want you to do two things with this. One, block off time that you genuinely do not want to spend on social media other than sharing photos of your glamorous holidays with cocktails and all that kind of stuff. Block off time that you want to spend with your family. So any birthday parties, holidays, meals that you've got planned, days out, spa days, anything like that. I want you to block them off in your calendar. And these are your no working time zones. Okay, so these are the times when you're like, I'm not having clients on those days. I'm not going to check in on social media other than to share glamorous photos days. I am going to be fully present in the moment with my kids, with my family, on holiday, doing whatever you are doing moments. Okay. Now, this is really, really important to me because people often assume that because I don't have children, I don't, have the multitasking that goes on necessarily in the real world. And to a certain degree, that is true. However, I do have a boyfriend who is in the forces and our time is incredibly limited. So this summer, before he heads off for quite a long time, he'll be back in 2019. This summer, I will be spending an awful lot of time with him. Obviously, because otherwise it would make me a terrible girlfriend. But it does mean that my time for things like clients, my time for things like launches are super, super limited, as I'll be taking the majority of August off. So I won't be working one-to-one with clients in August. I, won't be running massive live launches during that time because actually I will be, on holiday myself, trying to spend time with Sam, possibly, crying into a vat of Ben and Jerry's around the end of it. So if anyone wants to, say hi over that time, I'll be glorious. But it's that kind of thing. So we all have stuff, is what I'm saying. And what I want you to do is know the difference between the time that you really, really want to just be yours, to just be your private time or your blocked off time that work does not infringe on. Now, for some of you might go, okay, great, Jess, I have 6 hours over the entire summer that I can spend on work. And I'm like, great, 6 hours is more than some people have. So that is good news. For some of you, you might add up all your time. You might be like, actually, I've got like 2 weeks that, grandma and granddad are having the kids. I was going to spend it kind of chilling on a lilo, but actually I could give like a couple of hours a day to working or to doing something that's going to really, really set my business up for success in September. So it doesn't matter how much time you have. What I want to know is what your schedule is going to look like. So what I want you to do in the Facebook group is, one, look at your time and come back to me in the group with the hashtag sales in for summer and let me know how much time are you going to spend working on your business actively. So this is active time this summer. Okay, and like I say, it could be 6 hours, could be 20 hours, could be 20 days. It doesn't matter. But what we need to know is the realistic amount of time that you're going to be able to actively engage with your clients, with prospective clients, getting a bigger audience this summer. That's what I need to know. And then the rest of this week, we're going to work on, great, let's maximize that and make sure that you are generating revenue, leads, all the good stuff that you need to be in the allotted time that you have, rather than trying to cram it in around all the good stuff like gin drinking that you should be doing anyway. So super, super simple task today. I know it's simple. I know you're thinking, but Jess, this isn't going to help me make more money. I promise you, I really, really promise you that it is. So please, please, please head over to the Facebook group right now. If you haven't joined it yet, make sure you request to join, answer the questions that you can get in, and get that day one activity done. Let me know, how much time do you really have to actively work on your business this summer? And use that hashtag, because points equals prizes, sales in for summer. I am going to see you in tomorrow's episode. Very, very excited. Tomorrow is going to be something that is going to change your summer and the sales that you make in it for the rest of time. So please make sure that you head on in, that you head over to that episode as soon as it drops tomorrow morning, and check out the Facebook group today. Support other people, let people know what you're doing, and see the common threads that come up. Does everyone have tons of time this summer? Does everyone have no time this summer? Who is going to be your accountability buddy and what is going to happen? I am so excited to support you this week. If you want extra brownie points, here we go. If you want extra brownie points, let me know what your sales goal this summer are, and you'll get extra points for the Sales in for Summer challenge. And you'll get some extra support as well, because if we know your goal, we can help you better. All right, so that's the only thing you need to do. Head over to the Facebook group. Make sure that you go over there, that you pop in what time you actually have for sales and active engagement this summer. And if you want the extra brownie points, let us know your revenue goal for the summer too. Exciting, exciting stuff. Make sure you hit that download button, that subscribe button on iTunes or whatever app you happen to be listening from today, because it will mean that every single episode from this week is automatically downloaded into your feed, and you can just listen at your leisure every single day. Super, super excited about the week ahead, feeling very pumped up. If you have feedback, if you want to share anything that you've learned from today, that you have heard and thought, actually, that's been really, really awesome, make sure you leave us a little review. This week, we are working really, really hard to push some things up on iTunes because I want to hit the top 100. I'm going to be very, very transparent about that. So every single time you leave a review this week, every single time you subscribe or you download an episode this week, it actually really, really helps us with that goal as well. So as you are being supported, I would love for you to support the podcast and the future of it. So make sure you go ahead, you hit the review button, you hit the subscribe button, you let us know how we're doing. I will see you in tomorrow's episode with another amazing daily task, and let's get your sales in for summer. See you tomorrow.